Okay, the recorder stopped again. This has been happening quite a bit lately. I'm going to start again here from the previous sentence. What was the page back here? I'm going to go back here. All right. Oh boy, they have big sentences in this book. I'm trying to find the beginning here. We'll just start at the top of the page here. Unless indeed they should have previously done so before a neighboring papal legate, the object declaring being their conviction and reduction within the bosom of the Catholic Church, and the time finally fixed for the said important session, May the 5th, in the spring ensuing, unquote. Quote, thus was the crisis come with which to try the faith of this bleeding remnant of witnesses and exhibit its validity or death. And would they face their Lord's enemies? Would they brave the terrors of death and plead his cause before the lordly legate or the anti-Christian council, like the Waldenses at Albi and at Pamiers, like Wycliffe and Cobham in England, like Huss and Jerome at the Constance Council, or Luther afterwards at Augsburg and at Worms? Alas, no, the day of the 9th session arrived. The council met, but no report of the cardinal legate gave intimation either of the pleading or even of the continued stirring of the Bohemian heretics. No officer of the council announced the arrival of deputies from them to plead before it, nor, again, was there a whisper wafted to the synod from any other state or city or town in Christendom of a movement made or a mouth opened to promulgate or support the ancient heresies. Okay, they're talking about heresies against the Roman Church, obviously. This is the death of the witnesses. Remember the name of the chapter, yes. Throughout the length and breadth of Christendom's Christ's... let me start that again. Throughout the length and breadth of Christendom, Christ's witnessing servants were silenced. They appeared as dead. The orator of the session ascended the pulpit and, amid the applause of the assembled council, uttered that memorable exclamation of triumph, an exclamation which, notwithstanding the long multiplied anti-heretical decrees of popes and councils, notwithstanding the yet more multiplied anti-heretical crusades and inquisitorial fires, was never, I believe, pronounced before, and certainly never since. Quote, this is in Latin, which I'm not going to read. You can read it yourself. There is an end of the resistance to papal rule and religion. Oppressors there exist no more, unquote. So did, quote, they from the people and kindred and tongues and nations, unquote, assembled in the Greek word written here, or broad place of the great city, look on Christ's witnesses as from thenceforth dead. Let the reader well remark the description, for it is a description from the life. And let him well mark the day, for it seems scarce possible that we can be mistaken regarding it as the precise commencing date of the predicted 3.5 years during which Christ's witnesses were to appear as dead corpses in the face of Christendom. It was May 5th, 1514, unquote. So ended the long and furious war raged by the beast against the witnesses. Christianity, after existing during 15 centuries, had become extinct as regarded the public profession of it. There were a few individual saints still upon the earth, but there was nowhere a church. There were none who now dared open their mouth and proclaim Rome to be Antichrist. The event was astounding, and yet it was only what the prophecy had foretold. Quote, "The beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them." Unquote. It was a dark night, yet but the prelude to a glorious morning. Okay, and there ends the reading for today, the death of the witnesses. And next, we are going to have page 176, the resurrection of the witnesses. And I'll look forward to catching up with you then. And goodbye for now.